This week, over 500 rockets have been fired into Israel at schools and houses and shopping centers by terrorists in the Gaza Strip. And the world press never mentioned the rockets, and they all condemn Israel. So earlier today, we were discussing the 500 rockets that have been fired into Israel. They are aimed at civilian population centers. They're intended to kill as many Jews as possible. They're intended to terrorize, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I want to show you the world reaction to these 500 rockets. Check out the headlines. The Associated Press: Israeli airstrikes in Gaza kill one after prisoner's death. Any mention of 500 rockets fired at schools, businesses, bus stops, apartment buildings, and houses? No.
Nope.
The Guardian, worldwide newspaper: Israel strikes Gaza after unrest continues. You know what the unrest was? 500 rockets. The BBC, the most watched network in the world, British Broadcasting Corporation: Israel Gaza violence flares after hunger striker dies. There was a terrorist in an Israeli prison who had killed a bunch of Jews. They weren't torturing him or anything. He just wanted out. He starved himself to death. They couldn't force feed him. He died. And the terrorists in Gaza fired rockets. And Barron's, which is the investment newspaper of the United States, which you'd think they'd be pretty straight in reporting, their report is airstrike hits Gaza overnight. Why did Israel hit Gaza overnight, Will? 500 rockets.
Well, they kind of have to.
There's your press.
Yep, they kind of have to. And it's not surprising. AP, it's not surprising. You know what, Barry? To my understanding, AP, the Associated Press, they had office space in one of the buildings.
Yes.
That Hamas was using to shoot rockets at Israel. And they leave all that information out too.
You've got a great memory. That happened last year.
Yeah.
And the Associated Press went crazy.
Yeah.
And Israel came back and said, you're renting space from the terror organization that's shooting rockets off the roof of your office building.
And you're not even reporting on it. You could take cameras up there and record it.
Yeah.
You could get actual evidence of them doing it right there. We're doing investigative journalism, but yet they look the other way. Oh, they're shooting more rockets. I hope they get them this time. That's what's happening.
Great headlines, huh?